Blessed Risings. This is Michelle with the Ready or Not tip. Come walk with me. I'm taking my walk. I try to do a walk pretty much like maybe 3 days out of the week. And the tip is, in general, know your surroundings. Stay on the alert. Just kind of like look around you. I'm going to show you something. On my walk, I am always cognizant of my surroundings. I walk and live around a lot of trees, kind of wooded areas. They're not like very heavily wooded, but wooded areas. So as you walk with me, you'll see this. Now, as I'm walking, and I'm heading back now, but I do remember that as I walked up, there was something in these trees. And I'm not sure what it was. I've seen a lot of foxes. It may have been a rabbit. But I'm mindful of that on my way back. That I want to kind of be a little more brisk in my walk and my steps, because I don't remember, or I'm not certain what it was that was peeking out at me. And you know, I really don't necessarily want to see it again, because I'm out here for a walk and not a run. So I hear, you hear this? Birds. So I know it's a lot of birds up in that bamboo. And I don't know why I'm not still walking. I need to get out of here. But just awareness. Just awareness. I also live and walk near a park. And so you never know in a park. I mean, people can be like hanging out. I mean, it's usually pretty quiet, actually. But, you know, people usually walk their dogs around here and what have you. And like I said, I'm here for the walk, not the run. And so they could come up unexpectedly. And I mean, that is the definition of a disaster. And that is an unexpected circumstance or incident. So back to the tip. And that is why you kind of want to stay just observant of your surroundings. Not to the point of nosy. Like, I'm not trying to figure out whose car is where, how long it's been there, and, you know, etc. But enough so I'm aware if things kind of have a variance, if things are a little different. So, again, know your surroundings that way. And not only physically, but if you feel a certain energy, or vibe, follow your intuition, get out of that place. You know, as you look around you. Let me show you another thing, and that is in my walk in my neighborhood. Again, thank you for walking with me for this tip. You see the sign on the street, no outlet. Now, that comes in handy for me, because if I'm like if I'm driving and I need to evacuate or find another route around here, then I know that's not an alternative. I pretty much know my routes, and I know that there are, by car, there are 3 ways out. There are 3 exits or routes that I can take to get out of my neighborhood. Now, if I'm on foot, if I have to evacuate, leave, run, or what have you, and I'm on foot, then I know that there are several ways out of here. I mean, I know personally from my walks, etc., of several, and my sons, well, they know many. They know climbing fences and some other ways out. So you want to have that information. Again, you don't want to, you just kind of prepare for the unexpected as much as you can by knowing your surroundings. Like, have you ever seen those horror movies? And in the horror movies, I'll give y'all some more scenery here. You know, in the horror movies, there's always somebody who's caught unaware. It's always somebody like, oh, like you just really didn't see that person or hear that noise or hear that twig make a noise in the woods, and then you get hit upside the head. So you really want to be observant. So in addition to that, and here's just a supplemental, and that is, you know, to the Black community, today we really have to be very mindful and very strategic in how we do things. And so again, this tip, stay observant, stay alert, look at your surroundings, be mindful of the crowds that you're in, be mindful of the energy, and then strategically, I know in protests, when you're in that like large gatherings and such, one of the rules is when you go, you want to write your name and your phone number, or a contact number rather, for a person that you want people to call in an emergency situation on your arm. The strategy behind that being that if you fall out from tear gas or, you know, like people running or what have you, that if somebody pulls you, they have someone to call and say, you know, this is such and such. I found this person, your number, and this is where they are. But I think you can extend that as well, especially with these encounters by the police, that, listen, if you're getting caught by the police and you see people around you, people who have these cell phones, put it to use. You know what I mean? Like, just have a strategy behind that. The strategy being, it's all well and good, I guess, filming it has a purpose, and that is because it's on the record. There's a record of what happened and what's going on, and we need that today because oftentimes our truth is in variance with what the police report says. But in addition to filming it, if you are caught by the police, you see bystanders, especially people with phones, say your name, call out a phone number that they can call. So bystanders with phones, use the phone for that, to help the person. You can call whomever and say, I'm at this place, and your relative or someone who knows you shouted out your phone number so that I can give you a call and let you know they're on 7th and E, for example, and they are being held by the police or what have you. So that gives the family or emergency contact a heads up on what's going on. Now, the family is aware that they need to be alert or call hospitals or call these police or what have you to say, listen, you know, I was called by someone and this is happening, or get to the scene or what have you. So, again, the tip is just, you know, again, as my son says, know your wares, know your surroundings, be cognizant, because you never know when it will come in handy. Have a good one.